Yes, hello guys, this is Patrick again. Now, quickly, I promised the other time that I'm going to show you how you can convert sort of a logo, a 2D logo in CorelDRAW or Illustrator into a 3D format. Okay, now to do that quickly, I already did something close to that, something like this. All right, how to just do this. Now, it's quite easy. Quickly, what we need to do first is to go down to your vector applications such as this. All right, select your object. Now what I did was just to select this object, copy it again and remove all the colors and all that. It doesn't really matter, but to make everything holy, we can do it this way and move ahead, because we don't want to hear any issues. Now, because when I click on this and I try exporting, now you can either use your Illustrator export format, but you should make sure Illustrator is installed. If you don't have Illustrator, it is safe to use the EPS. Okay, everybody has the EPS format, especially 3D. So Cinema 4D, so you can select this. Okay, now I'm going to select this name format because I've already saved it before. You can see it's an EPS file, so I'm just going to save on it. Now before you do that, make sure you select selected only. Remember, I've already selected only this. Now if you don't do that, it will select everything on your page. So select the file you want to actually, or the text or image you want to actually export, and you click on export. Yeah, save. Yeah, so everything is fine. Now I usually select curves instead of text, even though I have text in there. And yeah, go back to Cinema 4D and try and import it. Now you have to merge, not import here. You merge. Okay, click on that, select the object from wherever you've saved it, then you bring it in. Now it brings this down. You can now say it's saying Adobe Illustrator import. Imagine that. But anyways, we are using the scale 1. Okay, leave it as centimeters. It's all fine. Then say okay. Now look at that, it has actually imported it down for us, but it dropped it way up there. Well, doesn't matter because the scale is quite different. So what we just need to do now is just bring it all down. You can change your screen and try and bring it to the center here if you want. It's always a good idea for it to be in the center point, so that any other thing you're adding towards it, okay, will flow from there. Okay, anyway, so we brought this in and we can just add extrude, but before then let's check what the components are. They are all made of. So when you click on this, you see now that we have several of these parts, that is all there. If you try to like bring out the extrude and you put this under the extrude, nothing happens. That's because this extrude works with only part only. So what we just need to do now is to first select all this. All right, right click. Now before you do that, yeah, there's something I need to mention. When you select your parts, when you bring your parts from any other illustration files into this place or vector files, you need to select them and say close spline. Now it depends on what you're doing, but for this instance all these splines are closed because we need to be filling them colors and all that, so we need to select a close spline. If you don't do this, what would happen is that okay, let me just show you. Let's see, like this is not closed. All right, now let me find, okay, this is not closed. Let's add the extrude to it and see what happens. Okay, I think the last one here, let's just drag this guy under this one. Good. You can now see when you have stuff like this while you're trying to extrude, that's because your splines are not closed. Look at that here, this is not closed, but the time you just select this and you click on this close spline, everything is closed and everything is filled. So basically this is what happens if your splines are not closed. Just have to get that out of the way so that I don't get comments now that, oh, my things are not working, what do I do, and all that. All right, so let's just put this back. You can just put it anywhere, it doesn't matter. Select all these parts. Okay, click on the close spline as it is. Now right click everything and connect object and delete. What I'm doing here is that I want to merge everything together, so it's just one part, so that with this I can just drop it into the extrude and voila, I have everything that I want. Now I can delete this out, then I just have all this. So basically this is where we're going to, and this is where we want to be. So finally, what you just need to do, you can leave it this way and start your render, adding lights and all that, but usually what I do is to go to the extrude under caps, okay, and kind of give it a fillet cap. All right, now you see it looks all this groovy and all that, so we can reduce this point and leave this at 2 just to smoothen out the edge, basically that's my own point. Now guys, this is it. Quite simple, quite fast. We'll be talking about animating, adding light, and finishing up this to get a very great look in the next episode. I'll see you later. Bye.